Equest is an internationally recognized nonprofit organization providing equine-assisted activities and therapies to children and adults with physical, cognitive, and emotional disabilities. With horses, we are changing people's lives.
All parents want their kids to be able to walk, you know, if that's something that they can't do, and we're no different.
All these fears go through your mind of, when will my child be able to sit up? When will my child be able to walk?
Driving through the airport and I was broadsided by another vehicle. The reality is you'll never drive a vehicle again, you won't work, you won't be able to dress yourself, make your own decisions. You'll need somebody with you 24/7.
Actually, Zoe has a rare chromosome deletion. She is missing part of chromosome 6.
Jake has a form of non-typable muscular dystrophy. It was recommended to us by a physical therapist when he was very young to consider hippotherapy.
Hippotherapy is a physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech-language pathology therapy treatment strategy to develop core trunk control in the client.
While the horse is the only reason many doctors believe I can walk, the horse, when you're riding on it, is moving in the exact same motion as you were walking, but you aren't having to bear the weight. So someone who hasn't built the strength for walking, or who hasn't ever experienced walking before, is learning the mechanics of walking.
The core, the trunk, what your head and your arms and your legs are hooked onto is the key for good movement.
So when you actually start to ask a person for a step on their own, they've been doing the mechanics of it all the time.
I truly feel like I'm one with the horse. I feel like my legs become the horse's legs. And I realized it was like walking. I hadn't walked in so long. That being on the back of that horse had that movement as if my body was walking again.
Over 150 families are served and helped through Equest every single week, and our family is just one of them. He can walk now, and he sits up straight. He stands well, and I honestly believe that Equest has changed his life.
It has already in 1 year helped Jaron more than any other therapy he's done.
So look up at me and Peterbilt will go. There you go, very nice. Okay, walk on, Miss Shirley. All right, Jaron.
When he's on that horse, he's constantly smiling, especially when he walks by us, he's smiling. So it's a pretty happy feeling when I see him on the horse.
We've noticed personally a definite benefit for our child. I think that the foundation for hippotherapy is solid.
Zoe moves a lot, and she's calmed down a lot, but at the beginning, she has a lot of involuntary movement. So when we first came out here, it was a question whether she'd be able to get up on the horse and be still. The minute we came out here, Zoe got up on that horse and was completely still. And oh my God, it's emotional talking about it, but to think back to that day of her getting up on that horse and responding immediately.
A lot of people are unaware of the benefits of being able to do something that for a lot of the kids that ride is one of a kind.
Equest picks up so much of what it costs for a rider to, whether it's hippotherapy or sports therapy.
So Equest really requires a lot of volunteers. Of course, it takes a lot of financial contributions to keep it going.
So for Equest to be able to operate, we need the provisions of funds from other individuals and other sources to make up the difference.
A lot of times we come here thinking that our disability is going to define our life, and that because of our disability there's things that we'll never be able to do. But Equest is able to teach you that your disability is just something you have. Everyone struggles with something. There's no person in the world who's perfect. They just teach you to find your gifts and use them and not let a disability define you. Equest is just a place that changes people's lives.